Hi, I'm Ray, and this is how to play my game, Build Up, the tactical block stacking game. There's 24 cards, 20 block cards, one for each block, and then 4 action cards. Each player gets 3 cards to start, and it can play 2 to 6 players. Now, the youngest player will go first. They get the start player card. And so they put that down, and that's going to keep track of whose turn it is and which direction the gameplay is going. So we'll just get started and I'll explain as we go. Each player, go ahead and look at your cards. You pick a card, place it down on the table. This is going to be the points pile, and this is the draw pile. You place the matching block, and then you draw a new card. And now it's the next player's turn. Only this first block can touch the table. So the next player goes and they place their card, place the block, and then draw a new card. Now the object of the game is to make the next person knock down the tower. If the next person knocks down the tower, then the last person who successfully placed the block gets all the points from the pile. That's these stripes in the corners. 1, 2, 3 points is what it's worth right now. Now it's the next player's turn, and it can only touch the last 2 blocks. So in this case, I can play on orange or blue. And I'm going to play this card here and then draw a new card. And you keep playing until somebody knocks down the tower. So let's just play a few sample rounds to give you an idea. So play on the last 2. That means blue or pink. I'm going to place this one here on blue. And then the next player would go, and let's say they put this purple one here. And that means, if you can see, you can only now play on black and purple. Orange, blue, and pink are no longer viable options. Draw a new card, and so let's say that the next player goes and they put it down and their hands are a bit shaky and they knock it down. So when the tower falls, that means that the last player gets the points. You count them up: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you would begin a new round. You pass the start player card clockwise to the next player, flip it over so that the arrow is facing the other direction, and you would keep playing until somebody gets up to 30 points, and so everyone has a chance to catch up and win. Now those action cards I was talking about, they give you special abilities. So let me set it back up how it was and give you an example. When playing action cards, you first play the action card, and then you have to play another card from your hand. Always add a block on your turn. So this action card lets you play anywhere on the tower, not just the last 2 blocks. So you place it, and then you place your block, and then you place your card, and then you place the block. And so you can ignore playing on the last 2. This action card lets you trade 2 cards with another player. So you play it, and then you would give your 2 cards to another player, and then take 2 of theirs blindly, not knowing what you're taking, and then you play one of those cards. If you do take another action card from the other player, you can play that action card and then play your new block. Always at the end of the turn, you draw back up to 3 cards. This action card lets you remove 1 block from the tower, and so you can, let's say, remove this one, but then, like I said, you still have to add a new block on your turn from your hand, so you play 2 cards. The last action card lets you rearrange the last block. So in that case, if I didn't like the way that this was placed, I could move it in another appropriate move so that it's easier for me, and then put my block on the tower without hopefully knocking it down. Now, a few frequently asked questions. You can use 2 hands to place the block, but you can't touch the tower with your fingers. You can only touch the block in your hand to the last 2 blocks. If the blocks shift and move while you're placing your block, that's okay, as long as they don't touch the table. And if by some chance your group manages to get all the blocks onto the tower, or somebody is left without any block cards and only action cards, then what that means is you count the points from the pile and then split them up evenly between all players. And I think that's about it. It's that simple. That's how you play. Thanks for watching. I'm Ray, and this is Build Up, the Tactical Block Stacking Game.